So today we're talking about the book Parallel Journeys by Eleanor Ayer. The first thing I found interesting, can everyone flip to page 73? About halfway down, when it gets indented, there's a quote that says, 3 days before our Easter vacation, I received a registered letter from the headquarters of the Hitler Youth ordering me to report to the glider camp, Wangerooge, a former Luftwaffe base just 4 miles south of Wittlich. I was ecstatic at the news, but my grandmother exploded with rage. She didn't like the idea of a 14-year-old flying. It was quick to remind me that the air has no beams. I found this interesting because it shows they're giving up the one of the few breaks they have, to go and go into pilot school. I find it interesting that they're so brainwashed that they don't even care that they're giving up a break, and they're excited to give it up.
Yeah, I think I can add on to that with it really just shows how they're really being, as you said, brainwashed, or they're devoting their entire lives to the Hitler Youth because they want to serve their country. Also, I found in the quote it says, "My grandmother exploded with rage." Why do you think she was so mad about him joining?
I think she's not brainwashed like the kids. The kids grew up with Hitler, so they kind of share everything, all his ideals. But the parents didn't have Hitler, and they understand everything's wrong, and the war isn't a good thing. And the 14-year-olds shouldn't be pilots.
I noticed another example of this on page 77 on the second paragraph. It says, only 5,000 of the 300,000 German soldiers fighting the Russian campaign ever returned to Germany. This is showing that although so many people are dying and that they're basically losing the war at this point, the kids are still trying their best
They're
to get out there.
Brainwashed
And
and devoted to
Hitler wasn't even mad about it. Well, he wasn't even sad about it. He was just mad because they lost a war. He didn't care about the lives lost. But no one's realizing that he doesn't care. And I feel like the Hitler Youth is such a big part of it because when they go to the children, the kids don't have better judgment, to say it that's wrong.
Yeah.
Where was it that he said it? It was around, I don't know, it was early in the book, but they said that they go straight to the kids and don't ask the parents to join the Hitler Youth. Shows how the kids think they're smarter than the parents, but they're not. And Hitler knows that, so they buy into his ideas right away.
And I think he's also trying to aim for the kids because the kids think they can't be stopped.
And in general, the kids are the future, The adults will eventually die off. What will be left are what are now kids at the time.
And they're training all the young girls. The only thing that they should be responsible for is cooking and getting pregnant.
Yeah, but actually it contradicts that a lot later in the book when everyone's dying. So they need the woman to work in factories, and they're all surprised because that's not their job in the perfect Aryan world.
I think the book really elaborates on how much Hitler can really affect everyone in Germany because he's doing all these things that's so bad and he's conquering all these places and it doesn't really matter to everyone else that's brainwashed by him.
Yeah. And it also seems like the Allies didn't really want to fight back until later in the war. Almost like they didn't want to start a world war, even though it was inevitable with Hitler.
Yeah.
And then later in the book it talked about D-Day when the American troops landed on the shores of Europe.
Yeah.
Hitler's just enraging every single country. He's trying to cause the most havoc possible.
Yeah.
And also talked about how in Egypt, the British alliance, they were pushed back all the way, and they had a war there, and they lost Germany lost the entire 6th Army.
Yeah.
And yet Hitler wasn't really that disappointed. He just thought, okay, now we gotta kill all of the Russians and take them down. But Hitler made some bad decisions. For example, besides just being Hitler in the first place, what he did, the war in Russia, when he had them keep going through the harsh winters, I thought that really shows how determined he is, and when he still had the support of the kids, how they don't really understand how big of a problem it is. And I thought that because so many people died in the winter, and that's really how they lost the war. Even though the kids still believed in him to the end, I thought it showed how brainwashed the kids are and how supportive they are of Hitler.
Yeah, there's just so many examples in the book
Yeah.
that really show how Hitler was just taking over.
Yeah.
How the kids, like, he thought that, he knew that the adults would know that he was wrong. So that's why he went to the kids. And it's just, overall, it's just a really good book.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you for watching.
And that
And on the
Robbie-
date of filming this, Robbie was not here. That's why he's not in it.